Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Tastefully Balanced. I'm Miriam, and for today's installment of my soup, chilies, and stew series, I am making a chicken pot pie soup. It's all the same delicious flavors of a regular chicken pot pie, except in a soup version, so you're gonna absolutely love it. If you love chicken pot pie, hit that notification bell, subscribe, and keep watching. All right, welcome back. So like with any other dish, you want to take a big pot and put a little bit of your favorite oil. I decided to use some olive oil, and then I took 2 chicken breasts and diced up little cube-sized, bite-sized pieces, and I wanted to fry that up in the oil. And I like to do this in the same pot because then I feel like you have extra flavor from the chicken cooking. And then I just add some salt and pepper. That's really all I am doing to season up the chicken. And a lot of times you can just use whatever leftover chicken you have. Sometimes I have rotisserie chicken shredded that I use, but if you don't, I like to do this all in the same pot because again, that flavor from cooking the chicken is in that pot that you're now going to add in all of your vegetables and all of your other ingredients into. So next I'm going to fry up a little bit of diced onions and garlic. I'm going to add in a ton of mushrooms because I absolutely love mushrooms, a little bit of celery, and then I've got a frozen mix of vegetables that I buy from Costco. This one has carrots, corn, peas, and just you can buy it in the frozen section, and it's just really good. I always have it on hand because I think it's just such an easy way to add vegetables into your dishes. So I'm sauteing this up just for a little bit, just to get it a little bit soft, and now I'm adding in my milk. In my case, I used oat milk, which turned out awesome. I love oat milk as a replacement for regular milk, but you can also use almond milk, coconut milk. I haven't personally used coconut milk before, but I'm sure that would be okay. And then I added a little bit of water for my chicken paste. I use this Better Than Bouillon chicken paste instead of chicken stock, but if you have chicken stock, you can add that in as well. I just never have chicken stock. I love these jars of paste that I get from Costco. I think the flavor is just phenomenal, and I always have my pantry stocked with the vegetable one, the beef one, and then the chicken one. And now you're gonna let that simmer and boil until it's actually boiling. Then I cover it, and now I'm going to cover it and let that cook for about 20 minutes. This way the vegetables get really nice and soften. And then I forgot to show you, but I added in some diced potatoes at this point. After 20 minutes of just cooking the vegetables, I added in the diced potatoes, and now I'm going to cover it for another 5 to 6 minutes. Now while that is simmering away and while the potatoes are cooking, I'm going to make a little bit of a slurry with a little bit of water and a little bit of flour. This is what's going to really thicken up this soup, because if you've had traditional chicken pot pie, you know that the filling is very thick and it's got a bunch of vegetables and it's just delicious. So that is how I'm going to thicken up my soup. And now that the potatoes are cooked, I'm adding in a little bit of Italian seasoning just so I have an extra layer of flavor there, and kind of stir that all in. Make sure that my potatoes are very well cooked through, that my vegetables are nice and soft, and I'm going to let that boil again. And now it's time to add in my chicken again, and my cooked chicken, because at this point I'm just putting everything together, mix that all in, and then I'm going to add in my slurry. And the slurry is what's going to really thicken up this soup. And I want to make sure that my pot is simmering and, boiling away, because that boiling and evaporating of the water and then cooking up that slurry is what's going to really thicken the soup up. And you just kind of wait. It just takes about 2 to 3 minutes of just boiling away, and then you're done. You are ready to serve up this delicious soup. What I like to do is I put it in a big bowl and I serve it with a little bit of bread on the side, nice crusty bread, just because then it soaks up all of the delicious flavors of the soup. And yeah, that's really it. I make a big batch of this because what I love to do with it is I like to actually freeze it. So any extra that I have, I'll just freeze, and that way I have chicken pot pie soup in the freezer ready to eat whenever I want. It's so delicious, and it's such a perfect dish when it's cold and rainy outside. All right, there you guys go. That is my episode on chicken pot pie soup. Super easy to make, very delicious, and bonus, it's lactose free, so you can have this and enjoy being a little dairy free. So if you guys love easy soup recipes, hit that notification bell. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, live life tastefully balanced.